Listen to this, bro. Are you seeing what I am seeing? This was the most goated Dragon Ball episode. Holy hell, it felt like we were watching Dragon Ball Super Broly, but like more. We got Super Saiyan 3 adult Vegeta going ham with Final Flash, Goku going absolutely crazy with the screaming in this episode, Ryu Horikawa and Osaka Nozawa absolutely murder it with the voice acting. Oh my lord, guys, my heart is pounding and pounding. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. I feel like a kid again. Goku Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta Super Saiyan 3, everything we ever wanted is here. I am completely blown away. Let's jump in from the beginning of this episode because this was some of the best Dragon Ball we have literally ever seen. The wish has been granted. Glorio, instead of wishing for Aransu to be the new Demon King, instead wishes for Goku and company to return to becoming adults again. And we get a beautiful sequence as everyone finally returns to an adult. From episode 1, it took us all the way to episode 19 to return back to normal. And Goku and company are extremely happy that they have their bodies once again and their full power has been returned. But as we learn from Vegeta later in the chapter, they have to get acclimated to their adult bodies once again. And Vegeta is going to go up against Goma first because Goku got to fight last time, so now it's Vegeta's turn. And he's going to just start fighting in actually base form, and he actually doesn't do too bad, showing us just the power boost that being an adult really gives you. But he's also, as he says, trying to get acclimated to his body, and once he does, he eventually turns into a Super Saiyan and starts to turn the tables on King Goma. But the Tertian Oculus, the third eye, is so powerful that no matter how much damage you do to Goma, he just keeps getting stronger and he doesn't retain any damage. And that's when Vegeta begins his Super Saiyan 3 transformation scene. You're like, oh my gosh. Now, they made him look insanely cool. His transformation itself was not nearly as cool as Goku's from later in the episode, which you'll see, but the combat and the Final Flash absolutely were, and the shots of Vegeta absolutely reminded me so much of Super Vegeta. Like, you can tell they were playing a huge homage to Super Vegeta vs. Cell, and a lot of the shots and imagery are uncanny references, but it works. It's so badass because like that was like some of the best Vegeta we've ever gotten, and I just felt like the nostalgia was just off the charts, man. He even has his arms crossed just like Super Vegeta. I totally got the vibes. The art and the animation was just so perfect, and you really felt like Super Saiyan 3 was strong for a while. But unfortunately, the third eye is just OP, and the Z Fighters even discuss like, well, maybe we should just jump in because obviously this guy's using cheats. He's using cheat codes and hacks, and he can't die or take any damage, so might as well just team up on him, right? But this is Vegeta we're talking about. He'll kill you if you try to interrupt his battle, and he would rather die than you come in and help him, which is usually and unfortunately his downfall. He's gonna keep going and keep trying, but as we know with Super Saiyan 3, the longer the fight goes on, pretty much the weaker you get. So he's gonna try and end it with this crazy beautiful Final Flash. The animation was incredible, and Vegeta actually won the beam struggle, so like it appears that he was slightly ahead of Goma. And one other thing I want to talk about here is just the use of the color palette in this episode and the way that they had the Super Saiyan eyes popping in and out, that beautiful shade of blue. It worked so well. Like, it's like they highlighted it in certain frames, and it just, man, it works. So this was one of Vegeta's best Final Flashes, best transformations, and best combat sequences. I feel like it was just too beautiful. I love this Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. It's so cool. But unfortunately, ultimately, he runs out of gas, and he is gonna lose here. But man, was that some fan service. Like, that was some of the biggest, bestest fan service we've ever gotten in Dragon Ball, for real. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta's canon, everybody. It's real forever. Now, I know this is gonna pose a lot of questions about Dragon Ball Super. How comes Vegeta never turned Super Saiyan 3 at any other stage if he had this power all along? To be honest, I don't think the writers even care. They're just like, we know that the fan service is gonna hit more than the continuity of the canon, so like, let's just give the people what they want, and like, they honestly don't care. I really don't think they care at all. Like, they just want to pull in the views and give us like the coolest stuff possible. It's kind of like Dragon Ball Heroes almost, but this is supposedly canon. It's just they're gonna have to answer these questions somehow. How comes Goku loses Super Saiyan 4? Is this even Super Saiyan 4? Is it a demon world only transformation and then he's never allowed to get it again? Or there has to be some sort of explanation for why Goku and Vegeta never use these transformations in the future, because this is pre-Dragon Ball Super. This is like 2 years before Dragon Ball Super. So there's only one episode of Daima left. Maybe they get their memory wiped or something like that. That is a potential as well. Perhaps all of their memories get wiped when they leave the demon world, and that's how they don't remember they even have these forms. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments down below. So there was this extremely comical scene with Bulma and Vegeta. Dude, I literally think I stopped and laughed for 10 minutes straight and watched it again and laughed for another 10 minutes because this scene was so funny. Vegeta doesn't want to give up the fight, so Bulma walks up and she's like, if you don't stop fighting, let other people help, I'll never take a bath with you again. I think we know exactly what she means by that, but they have to play it, you know, with nice words for the kiddies. And Vegeta hears this and he like just beams straight instantly, like no second thinking, just beams in. He's like, all right, Goku, you're up, I'm out. Everybody's like, what? Vegeta cannot resist that vitamin P. So Goku smashes his fists together and he steps up and he has like 3 to 4 gradients of shading all of a sudden. I was just talking about this in my video earlier this week. You know the highlight reel is coming. I mean, the flawlessness of the animation for these Goku scenes is unreal as he prepares to take on King Goma. And we know he has Super Saiyan 3. The question is, can he go adult Super Saiyan 4? The transformation sequence begins. Again, that beautiful turquoise eye highlight they keep doing just works so well in this episode, and this full transformation was so reminiscent of the original Super Saiyan 3 transformation, but I would argue it's better. Like, the art quality is ridiculous, the shading, the perfection of the anatomy with all these little turns and everything with Goku, like, my god, I could not take my eyes off the screen. This looked so creamy and perfectly good. It's like we're gonna redo the Goku SS3 transformation scene, the original, but we're gonna make it like even better. We're gonna update it, and that's what they gave us, and holy hell, boys. This, like, it literally can't even look any better. Like, how could you make this look better? This is actually flawless Dragon Ball art. Like 10 out of 10 flawless. You cannot criticize it, you cannot correct it. Whoever did the corrections on this episode is a beast, because this is some of the best, if not the best, Super Saiyan 3 Goku we have literally ever seen, with the exception of maybe movie 12 and some of the Buu arc. But I don't know, man, this is some of the best Super Saiyan 3 Goku ever. It's so gorgeous. Like the model, the flowing hair, the amount of the screaming, the music, like everything about this just like roars with power. Like you can't help but watch this and want to rip off your own shirt and just scream at the damn television. Bro, I saw this tweet that said Goku knew it was so peak he took his own shirt off. It's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty true. Like, I guess so this is part of his primal transformation. I guess you'd call it Primal Super Saiyan 4. I'm sure they'll give it an official name eventually. I seriously doubt it's Super Saiyan 4 just straight up. I mean, he does look different than the original Super Saiyan 4, so it's probably like Demon. They'll come up with some name. He takes off his gi and his clothes so you can see his big muscles and a fur all over his body, and he looks raw. I mean, his face looks crazy, like just the super thick black lines around his eyes. He's got those big red eyeballs. He looks really powerful. I mean, he looks like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta to me, but we may even get that in the next episode. In the next episode, we're gonna get a Naotoshi Shida animation cut. Finally, we've been wondering where this guy's been for Dragon Ball Daima, and it appears that he's gonna give us an absolutely nutty combat sequence between Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Goma in episode 12, but I believe there will be many other twists and turns coming up. Potentially Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, if those fusion bugs are used. Could be a lot more, but man, I gotta make a lot of videos on this. I want to talk specifically about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and specifically about this new Primal Goku, so be on the lookout for a bunch of new videos from me about Dragon Ball Daima coming up in the next few days. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. I would seriously give this a 10 out of 10. I don't think I can criticize it at all. It was just amazing. I just wish they gave us this like the whole damn series. I really do, but I'll take it, man. This was so good. I feel like this inspired Dragon Ball fans again, and I want to know what you guys think.